Kim Taylor-Horek is the attendance counselor for the Catholic School Board. She spends most of her day driving around looking for students who are skipping class.
Obviously, if they aren't in school, then I have to find them somewhere so that I can at least start the conversation. So home visits, I spend a lot of my time doing home visits. So I will go to the home so I could talk to them and to the parents. But if they aren't at home, then I at least try and find them. So where do kids go? So they may be at the public library, right, because there's access to computers there. Sometimes they're at the mall, coffee shops, depending again on the student situation. If they're living on their own, they may be at the soup kitchen getting something to eat. I basically just walk in and walk around and see if I recognize the student or students that I'm looking for. Then I would kind of pull up a chair, hey, what's going on? And that would be my opportunity to talk to them for a few minutes. I don't go in and say, why are you here? And you should be in school, because most of the time you won't get anywhere doing that, right? Playing hardball, so I try not to do it that way. I try and listen first. I'm not there to fix everything, but I try and listen first. And then when you get down to the nitty-gritty and the problem, that's when you can step in and say, you know what, here's some suggestions. Why don't we try them? Right now, and I think all the other attendance counselors would probably agree, right now anxiety and depression is really high. I just find they're bombarded with so much stuff these days, and some of them don't have the skills, or they're not resilient enough to be able to, deal with all of it on their own. And yeah, maybe they don't have the support. Lots of times they don't, right? One parent family or a mom with lots of kids to deal with, there just isn't that time.
I didn't have an attendance problem, but I think we met in fate, because I was in school, but I wasn't there. You know what I mean? My mind was other places, and I had no focus. I had no drive. I was pretty lost. Didn't know where I was going, and she kind of, her job is to guide, and she guided me to where I needed to be.
Sometimes they just need an ear, and they need someone to hear what's going on in their life and to help them out as best you can. But you have to fix the problem first before they will go to school. If there's issues going on, the last thing on their head, in their mind, is to attend school. So if you don't help fix their situation, then they're not going to want to go.
I'm really lucky that she stayed on my ass, because I was drifting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she definitely helped in bringing me back.
The goals are few and far between sometimes, but when you have the one that invites you to their graduation when they do finally graduate, that means everything. So my theory is, if I can help one graduate every school year, then I've done my job.
Mm-hmm.